If you've looked at RAM prices recently and thought, why does this feel familiar? You're not wrong. We are seeing memory prices rising again, availability tightening, and manufacturers quietly warning that things might get worse before they get better. And if you were around during the Ethereum GPU mining boom, this should be giving you flashbacks. Today, I want to break down exactly what is happening with RAM, random access memory, and why prices are rising, who's really causing the shortage, how AI fits into all of this, and importantly, what this means for you if you're building, upgrading, or even just watching the hardware market. Because this isn't just about PCs. This is a wider signal about where tech demand is heading. Let's get into it. So, a quick refresher. RAM, or random access memory, is your system's short-term memory. It's what allows your PC to juggle apps, browser tabs, games, editing software, everything that you are actively using. In consumer PCs, going from 8GB to 12GB of RAM was once the big upgrade. Now, 32GB is considered the new comfortable level for power users. But outside of gaming PCs, RAM is even more critical. In servers, cloud infrastructure, and AI workload, RAM isn't optional. It's a bottleneck. No memory, no data flow. No data flow, no AI performance. So what is actually happening right now? We are currently seeing price increases, tighter availability, and manufacturers openly admitting that supply is constrained. Some PC companies have already raised prices, not because they want to, but because the cost of memory coming into their supply chain has jumped. This isn't panic buying from gamers. This isn't crypto miners filling garages with DDR5. This is something much bigger, and is happening at the infrastructure level. The biggest driver behind this RAM pressure is AI infrastructure. When people think about AI, they think about GPUs, NVIDIA, accelerators, massive power compute, but GPUs don't work alone. AI systems require huge pools of memory to store models, datasets, and intermediate results. Every AI rack deployed in a data center needs an enormous amount of RAM alongside these GPUs. And here is the key part. Data center buyers don't blink at pricing the same way consumers do. If RAM enables faster AI training or inference, it pays for itself. So suppliers naturally prioritize those high margin, high volume enterprise contracts. This means less capacity is left for the consumer market, even if total production hasn't technically collapsed. There's also something else happening behind the scenes. HBM, high bandwidth memory. HBM is used alongside high-end AI accelerators. It's complex, expensive, and extremely profitable. When memory manufacturers shift towards HBM and server-grade products, it can indirectly reduce how much attention is given to standard consumer DRAM. And unlike software, you can't just spin up new RAM production overnight. New fabrication capacity takes years, not months. Even reallocating existing capacity takes time, testing, and yield improvements. So when demand spikes suddenly, like it has with AI, the market does not adjust smoothly. It tightens. If this all sounds familiar, it should. During the Ethereum mining boom, GPUs disappeared because miners could justify paying more due to profitability. These AI companies that were secretly spinning up their AI machines were also buying all the chips at the same time as crypto miners buying GPUs. So in retrospect, it looks like these GPU miners that took the blame for the price increases back in the Ethereum days may not have actually been causing this. It was more likely to do with these massive AI companies buying all the chips behind the scenes. And today, we're seeing something similar. But instead of miners, it's corporations. Back then, GPUs were scarce because demand exploded faster than supply could react. Now RAM is under the pressure for the same reason. but driven by AI workloads instead of crypto mining. Different use case, same market mechanics. So is this just companies playing pricing games? Honestly, it's a mix. Memory pricing is cyclical. There are periods of oversupply where RAM is dirt cheap, and periods of undersupply where prices climb. But right now, multiple signals point toward genuine demand pressure, not just artificial inflation. AI adoption isn't slowing. Cloud providers are still building. Enterprise customers are still ordering. That's not a short-term hype cycle. That's structural demand. So the big question, should you wait? A lot of people are saying buy later when more RAM is created. But here's the honest answer. Any meaningful increase in supply takes time. Best case scenario, demand stabilizes and we see mild relief towards the back end of 2026. The most likely scenario, prices stay elevated with small dips but no rapid collapse. And the worst case scenario, AI demand continues accelerating faster than supply expansion, keeping pressure on prices for several years. And this is not meant to scare you, it's meant to set realistic expectations. So what should you actually do? Upgrade based on need, not fear. If you're on 16 gigabytes and multitask heavily, 32 gigabytes is sensible. Capacity matters more than tiny speed differences. Stick to matched kits, DDR5 especially. Don't overpay for extreme specs unless you know why you need them. If you're building on older platforms, DDR4 can still be great value. And most importantly, don't assume prices will magically drop next month. So yes, RAM is tightening, prices are rising, and AI is a massive part of this story. This feels a lot like the early warning signs that we had before the GPU shortages. And that alone makes it worth paying attention to. If you want, I can track global RAM prices over time and keep this updated so we can spot the trends early. So, let me know in the comments. Are you upgrading now, holding off, or are you already feeling the price increases? If you're building or upgrading soon, make sure you keep an eye on this. And I will see you in the next one.